Good morning, ass kickers, fitness fanatics, and sports fans. Today is the first day of daylight savings time. Awesomeness itself. Now, today I want to cover a couple different things. Number one is sitting in this position. I was speaking to my friend John yesterday, and he thinks that he may be wrong, he may be way off, but he thinks that about 80 to 90% of Americans cannot sit this way. Sit in a squat with their heels flat. And if we then add the time element of 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and so on, we definitely are moving closer to 100%, maybe 99%, 99.999. My wife, Johnny, watched the video yesterday, and she says everyone in China can sit this way. Everyone, unless the elderly and infirm or paralyzed or something happened to the lower body to derail the person, which is unfortunate. But assuming the person's able-bodied, young and old in China can sit this way. And she remarked how she used to sit this way for a half hour or so, play mahjong or play checkers or chess or something, or just have a conversation. But she gave me one other piece of information that I didn't think about, and that was, even though they have places in China with toilets, now that might throw you off if you've never been to Asia, you've never been to China. What do you mean, no toilets? Well, most of the places where you defecate are hole in the floor places. You squat. This is part of the reason why people can sit this way, because you have to defecate. Now, in addition to that, though, in the places where they do have toilets, my wife tells me that many of the people actually stand on the toilet. Stand meaning their feet go on the toilet and they sit in this position. I should say they squat over the toilet. That'd be more accurate. And why? Because they think of the toilet seat as gross. A lot of other butts have been on this seat. In the US, we have a little roll of tissue we can pull out and put over the toilet seat. Toilet seat covered tissue. This is for the germaphobes. This is for the plane flying overhead. For the germaphobes, you can either pull out a tissue toilet seat, or you can put your shoes on top of the toilet seat. I didn't ask if they take their shoes off. I'll have to get that detail. But they stand on top of the toilet seat and then they squat. That will avoid getting some kind of beriberi rickets and scurvy or scabies or some other skin disorder. So every day, sit in this squat and read. Get your Reader's Digest. Get a book. Get a magazine. Get something you can hold in your hands. I guess you could sit and watch my video each morning with me on your iPad or your iPhone in this position. But you can also read. People don't read much today. in terms of books and so on, that compared to when they used to, at least reading with something in your hands. It's very important to use your hands as much as possible. And that leads to what I'm going to talk about today with El Pushup board, also called Shena. This board, you might wonder, one of the viewers of this channel asked yesterday, what's the benefit of the board? Well, and what's the benefit in comparison to fist push-ups? Well, fist push-ups are awesome because they start building the bones of the hands, and there's a connection being made all the way from the hands to the scap. And tendons and ligaments are being strengthened as well as muscles. But the most important thing to understand about the fist push-ups and the board is the hands and the feet build the brain. The hands and the feet build the brain. Therefore, if you're doing push-ups with your palms flat on the ground and they're not actively engaged in doing something beyond the norm, they're just sitting there, you're not really using them. You're not activating them at the level that will stimulate neurogenesis. And this, my friends, is what it's all about. Neurogenesis, building the brain, making the brain and the central nervous system do something better than you've done it before, or to do something different than what you've done before. When you grab the board this way with the thumb over, or this way, it doesn't matter. There's a stabilization going on with your hands. Not the same as using a ball, but there's some stabilization. But the mere fact that you have to grip in one way or the other, you have to grip, your hands are engaged. When your hands are engaged, your brain is engaged, and your nervous system is engaged. Furthermore, when your hands are engaged, the rest of your body gets stronger too. Okay? Not only the hands build the brain, the hands and the feet build the brain, but the hands and the feet build the whole body. Now, first-year medical students learn this about the hands. It's called the homunculus theory. But I don't want to go on any more with that because it's time to do a set of push-ups. And today I'm going to do a half moon variety. No, I'm not going to take down my pants halfway. I'm going to do the half moon push-up, where I'm going to go way, this way. You'll see. That feels good. Now, I better go grab a couple pots of coffee to really wake up, because this couldn't possibly be enough. You have questions and things you want me to cover in future videos, make sure you leave a comment. Otherwise, hit the thumbs up. If you want bad karma, do that. Pass this around on social media or to your friends. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when El Furecat is sent out the next video installment. That's it. Kick ass. Take name.